Welcome to Unchartered and Unfiltered, the journey back to you. I am Cynthia Jameson, your host, and this is where we break free from the noise and dive deep into what truly matters you. If you're tired of the shoulds, the expectations, and the pressures to fit into a mold that doesn't serve you, you're in the right place. This isn't a podcast about easy answers or sugar coated advice. This is your invitation to reclaim your path, embrace the unknown, and become the bold, unapologetic version of yourself that's been waiting to show up. It's time to get unfiltered. Let's get started. Hello, hello. I am so grateful that you are here with me today. Welcome back to Unchartered and Unfiltered, a journey back to you. I have a little bit of a funny story to share with you. Today, I went out on a walk. My intention was to invite you along on a walk with me, and the funniest thing happened. My app that I use to record has shifted and changed some of the software behind it. And so I noticed that when I had a pause, it would stop. And I'm like, okay, that's not ideal. So I tried to do that several times. And I also learned that the headphones that I had made too much noise. And I was like, that would be absolutely distracting for you as a listener. And that's not the experience that I want to have for you. So I finished my walk. I came home. And on my walk, I was thinking about something that I really want to share with you. I've been thinking about a song that I have been listening to for the last several weeks, um, and how much I have learned from this song. And what I wanted to do is to be able to share that with you and to invite you into some reflection. And one of the things that I want to say about this space is this podcast, this space, this place where you can tune into each week and connect with me, and I can connect with myself and with you, is really about creating space for the messy middle. For the moments when the rules stop working, when we start to question what is real, what's yours, and what you've been carrying that perhaps doesn't belong to you anymore. And so, with that, I just want to, for those of you that may or may not be new to my work, may be new to my work. Let me correct myself. I am Cynthia Jameson. I'm a coach. I am a guide. I am a fellow traveler on this path of becoming and returning to who I am as a human being. And my belief around that is we are incredibly powerful. We are creative, resourceful, and whole. We have all of the answers to the questions that we are asking within ourselves. And I think that because we have human brains, we often get sidetracked along our path of figuring out and discerning how do we access those answers that we have within us. And so today is going to be a little bit different. This episode is for anyone who feels a little disconnected from themselves, anyone who has found themselves leading on autopilot, performing, or living in a way that maybe looks good to others on the outside, but doesn't feel very good on the inside. And I'm going to share this song with you. Again, it is not mine, it is someone else's. Their name is John Hopkins, and the title of the song is Sit Around the Fire, and is the kind of thing that when I work with my clients, because we've set the foundation of the work that we're going to be doing, there's consent, there's an invitation for me as the coach to challenge their thinking, their beliefs, their perspectives, so that they can begin to understand the cognitive distortions that they have, that we all have as human beings, and what they want to choose differently for themselves. And all of that to say, I want to preface this by saying I believe that you are as powerful as God. You are God, whatever that means to you. It is not in a religious context that I'm saying that. I'm saying that in the context that we have just forgotten how truly powerful we are. We have the power to create a magnificent reality within our worlds, and we've just forgotten that we have that power. And so I've been thinking and walking about these questions. And so if you are, and I want to share them with you. So if you're driving, if you're walking, if you're sitting still, wherever you are, it's perfect. And take a breath and allow these words to reach you. So here's the passage. And I will read it as I will read it to you as it comes into me, so that it can land in just the way that it is meant to. Beyond all polarities, I am. Let the judgments and opinions of the mind be judgments and opinions of the mind, and you exist behind that. Ah, so. Ah, so. It is really time for you to see through the absurdity of your own predicament. You aren't who you thought you were. You just aren't that person. And in this very lifetime, you can know it right now. The real work you have to do is in the privacy of your own heart. All of the external forms are lovely, but the real work is your inner connection. If you're quiet when you meditate, if you truly open your heart, just quiet your mind, open your heart. How do you quiet the mind? You meditate. How do you open the heart? You start to love that which you can love and keep expanding it. You love a tree, you love a river, you love a leaf, a flower, a cat, a human, but go deeper and deeper into that love till you love the source of the light behind all of it. You don't worship the gate, you go into the inner temple. Everything in you that you don't need, you can let go of. You don't need loneliness, for you couldn't possibly be alone. You don't need greed because you already have it all. You don't need doubt because you already know. The confusion is saying, I don't know. But the minute you are quiet, you find out, in truth, you do know. Plane after plane will open up to you. I want to know who I really am, as if in each of us there once was a fire. And for some of us, there seem to be only ashes now. But when we dig into the ashes, we find one ember. And very gently, we fan that ember, blow on it. It gets brighter. And from that ember, we rebuild the fire. The only thing that matters is that ember. That's what you and I are here to celebrate. Though we've lived our lives totally involved in the world, we know. We know we're of the Spirit. The ember gets stronger. The flame starts to flicker. And pretty soon, you realize that all we're going to do for eternity is sit around the fire. Again, this is by John Hopkins. I will link the song up in the show notes. His song is way better than my than my sharing of the lyrics here in this space. And what's important for that, or said differently, is what does this have to do with you? Is that one ember that I see in my clients, that one ember that I see in myself, that one ember that there have been times in my life, and I've shared this on the podcast, that I was burned out, or the times that I've found myself in overfunctionings, or the times that I have found myself feeling like I was completely exhausted with nothing else left to give. There was an ember. So even when you see, or all you see is the ashes, I want to remind you that you're not done. You're not broken. You're not lost. There is still something within you that burns. And the truth of the matter is that you are not who you thought you were. You are not the overachiever. You are not the fixer. You're not the one who holds it all together. You're not the one who has to do it all and have all the answers and find the way and find the right way. You are something deeper. You are something quieter. You are wiser. And my wish, my hope, my dream for each and every one of us that are here on this planet is that we can liberate ourselves, our minds, from the places that we create limits upper limits, lower limits, and that we can challenge those limits with love, that we can choose to live and lead our lives from love versus fear and act in accordance with the things that are most important for us, the values that we have, the truths that we hold, and to be able to see ourselves as truly creative, resourceful, and whole, as the creator, as the most powerful God mind that there is. And it feels really important for me to share this with you because how I am showing up with my clients, what it is that I am presenting to them, whether it be a question, whether it be an invitation, whether it be a homework assignment, whatever that is in service of understanding and knowing and believing wholeheartedly that they are God. They are capable. There is nothing to fear here other than fear itself. And that in itself is something that we often create in our own mind. And I'm not wanting to dismiss that or bypass that, or that is not what I do with my clients. We sit and we create space for all of the feelings to come and be present and be witnessed and be parsed through, be sorted through, so that it is in service of the growth, the dream, the vision, the leadership, the team, the organization that they are working and leading on behalf of. And that is really, really important work to be doing. And it's requiring me to show up at a level where, because I see myself as God now, in the most humble of ways, like I am sitting here at the feet of God each and every day, humbly doing my very best and bringing myself and my brain and my all of that back to the truth of who I am, and requiring me to show up in my authenticity, to live and lead a life in alignment with who I am. That then allows the space to be created where I invite my clients in to see themselves as God. And just a quick example of this is I had a client yesterday who, is saying, something as simple as, but language is incredibly important. Something as simple as is falling on deaf ears, and really challenging that language, because if we expect that our words are going to fall on deaf ears, then that is exactly what we are going to create. And so even highlighting that thought error for them so that they could choose what else could be. What else could be another perspective to take here? What else could be a reframe of this thought or this belief that you have, so that it is in service of the future that you're wanting to create. This is an individual who has an incredible mission in life to change the lives of healthcare. They work in biotech. The work they do is incredibly important. And so to peel back the layers and look at things from a perspective that is larger than the belief that they might hold, that is more compelling, that is more inspiring than the thing that they're telling themselves at the moment, really challenging them with that. And they were so grateful to have that challenge, to be able to see things differently so that they could then. Here's the reframe that they chose. I'll share it with you because it could be useful for you too if you found yourself thinking this is, my message is not landing, it's falling on deaf ears, is to think about actually the message that I'm giving are planting seeds and opening ears, so that again they can open up and they can be more powerful, show up more powerfully, and take down the silos that exist in their organization and have more of a we culture rather than an us and them culture. And so I want to bring this back because I can get super passionate about this work and helping others and myself. Like, I'm human here as well. I have a human brain. I have cognitive distortions as well. And so the work is always being finding the ways to really click into those and highlight those for myself and for others, so that we can choose something different that is more in service of, that is more expansive than what we are currently thinking. And so here's my invitation, which is a practice and a reclamation for you. This is what I want to leave you with today: is what is it that you are ready to stop pretending? And I want to give you some prompts here, because it could be like, stop pretending you're not powerful. Stop pretending you don't have the answers, or stop pretending that you don't know. And so this is a really interesting provocation for you. And I'm inviting you to walk with it. Like, what are those things that you are ready to stop pretending within your own powerfulness, your own authority, your own self-authority. What version of you are you done performing? What are you willing to let go of in service of what it is that you're creating? What part of you, the real you, is still glowing underneath whatever it is you're feeling? If that's burnout, if it's exhaustion, what is that ember within you? And if you need a starting place, try this. Sit still for 5 minutes, no agenda, just breathe and ask yourself, where is the ember? What is still alive in me that I have not been listening to? And then listen. Then listen. That's the work, is to just listen. And as we close out today, I just want to encourage you because this podcast isn't about the answers. It's about remembering what you already know. And if this stirred something in you, then you are not alone. Just like John Hopkins' song says, you are not alone. These are the conversations that I have with clients all the time. If you are ready to stop leading from exhaustion and start leading from the ember, let's talk. You know how to find me. And with that, I want to thank you so much for being here. Thank you for walking your own uncharted and unfiltered path. And until next time, fan the ember, be who you really are, and come home to yourself. Take care and have an amazing day. I hope that you're walking away feeling more aligned with your true self, more confident in the choices ahead, and ready to leave the safe path behind, knowing you've got everything you need within. Remember, the journey to you isn't about finding one perfect direction. It's about trusting yourself enough to explore all of it. If you're ready to dive deeper, join me for the next episode and don't forget to subscribe so that you never miss the next step on your path. I invite you to join my mailing list at www.cynthiajamesoncoach.ca, where we'll deepen our relationship and you can claim your copy of Your Inner Compass, a guide to charting your course to authenticity. Until next time, stay unfiltered, stay true, and most importantly, stay you.